you guys. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. So glad to be here. Happy flourish, Coach Chantel. Hello, friends. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday. I'm actually sharing out the live report. Hello, friend. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. I'm sharing.
Good to see you as well. Good to see you.
I should turn my volume down on the other one. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Thank you so much for the populars. I just started. Yes, y'all. So glad to be back, right? So glad to be back for sure. For sure. So yes, thank you so much for being here. I said we are going to talk about it. Okay. I felt like this was total needed topic. Why budgeting is so hard when you're tired, right? So we're going to talk about burnout tonight, you guys. I'm going to be real and transparent with you guys. Why I've been missing a little bit. I miss you guys though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, I miss my little community of people, community of reward that I have been trying to build. I'm just sharing out the live. Oh man, oh man. Lot going on. Lot going on. But this thing, my what's the name is broke. But let me share out my own live, you guys. Let me share it out. Yeah, you know what I didn't do? Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Let me put it on. All right, sorry about that. I was sharing out my own live. And this what's the name? This, of course, the little helper, Georgia Peach. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, everybody watching on the Book of Faces in the YT. So glad for everyone to be here. Man, we are going to talk about it. Burnout is real for sure, for sure. And we are going to talk about it. Sonia, hey friend, welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate everyone for being here. If you could share out the live, it would be greatly appreciated. If you grab your daily heart me, it would be greatly appreciated. We're going to talk about burnout tonight. Why is budgeting so hard when you're tired? I just, truly appreciate everyone for being here. Andrea, welcome in. Welcome in. Man, oh man, I've been a little MIA, y'all. I have been a little MIA. But for obvious reasons. But thank you so much, Coach Chantel, for sharing out the live. I want a little bit more people to come into the room. So we're going to talk about it. So why budgeting is so hard when you are tired. Thank you so much for becoming a title gifter of the TikTok friends. Welcome in. I'm like, that's another thing that I said I had to let go of, chasing these leagues. Hey girl, hey Flourish. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I was like, that's another thing that I have to let go of. Chasing the leagues and stuff like that. I was just like, yeah, your girl can't do it for sure. But yeah, definitely. Welcome in. Hopefully we get some more people in the room. If you're sharing out the live, thank you so much. So did you get your flash goal? No, not yet. Not yet. Let me see. Not yet. And it's probably, you all know what it's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be the heart me's, right? But nope, not yet. And I know, trying to get the how long have you been on? You guys just came in, so I've been on for like 4 minutes. So you guys came in soon as I hit the live button. So I know you are testing things out on that end. So Wade and welcome in, welcome in. I know we're at 3.4K, so we'll see if we can get it to 10K. But welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. So glad for you guys to be here. Oh, yeah, so glad for you guys to be here. We definitely are going to talk about it. Thank you so much for liking out the live. Thank you, Coach Jennifer. Welcome in. Hello, Jessica. How are you? Dominic, hello. Thank you so much for watching on the YT. Hello. Truly appreciate you guys for being here. Nate, welcome in. Friend, welcome in. Coach Jennifer, welcome in. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank y'all. If you could tap, that will help. Yep, I am. I'm using my Jesus Christ loves you all. 9 o'clock. I love that. Nate, thank you so much for becoming a title gifter of the I sub. Thank you so much, Dominic. I appreciate it. Can I get a shout out, Tammy? Shout out to you, Tammy. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart. Me, Nate. Welcome in, y'all. Stay blessed, everyone. You stay blessed as well. 9 o'clock. Yeah, you stay blessed as well. So, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Truly appreciate everyone for being here. So, all the new people that are here, my name is Janine. I am a Christian financial coach, and I help moms get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt with God in the center. We talk about all things personal finances on this channel, and we try to break down like complex money topics in a simple way for you to understand. And again, I definitely talk about it in a spiritual way. So I feel like that's what my channel is about for all the new people that are here. Truly appreciate it. But tonight we're going to talk about why budgeting is so hard when you're tired. So I just wanted to address I've been a little MIA, you guys, a little bit. My schedule changed. January was a month for me. Let me just say it. January was a month. Chastity, welcome in. I think as live creators, as business owners, you became the title gifter. Oh, you watched my live for 200 minutes, Coach Jennifer. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. I think as live creators, as business owners, as moms, as work, like when you're doing all the things, you have to realize, and I had to realize this the hard way, you guys. Thank you so much for the finger hearts. Of when you are doing too much and burnout is real. Okay. That's what happened to your girl in January. Okay. I tried to change my schedule to the 4 days, y'all, and go live. Oh, thank you so much, Nate, for the can you do a time check for me? Sure. We are 8 minutes. We're at 8 minutes. Yep. So we are at 8 minutes. And I think they about to probably give me the flash score. We'll see. Can you welcome in? So realizing all of that, I hope that this will, bless somebody else out, because, I know as moms, and just when we're doing 1,000 things at one time, you realize that you become like you're going to lack somewhere, right? You're going to lack somewhere, maybe as a mom, maybe on your job, all of the things, right? So I realized that I added 4 days to my live schedule, and I went live Monday, Tuesday, went focus. I went live 4 days in a week. And I felt like, and I'm going to be very honest and transparent. You know how you compare yourself to other creators, or you compare yourself to other people, and it's like, oh, you know what? I want to go live, 4 days a week, and I can do it. January told your girl, you're right. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I am a mom of 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. Okay. They're preteens, teenagers. So that's one thing. Then number 2, my hours that I work during the day, Monday through Friday, is 12 hours. Okay. So it's not like, Nate, welcome back in. It's not like I work like your typical 8 the 8 to 4. I don't. So to add that pressure, and then on top of trying to build a business, girl, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. That's 10K. Oh, Thank you, friend. Jojo, welcome in. Hey, Jojo. Good evening, friend. Good evening. Char, Jazzy, welcome in. Welcome in. Jojo, hey, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Listen, you guys, I am definitely talking about it. Where I've been. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the follow. So I had to realize all of that. Thank you so much for the follow. I had to realize all of that as a mom, you guys, and realize that I was stretching myself way too thin. You know what I mean? I was realizing number one, I was coming on the live. So say that my lives was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. I was coming on here 8:30-ish. Okay. You're under 10 minutes still. Yeah, well, right at 10. Right at 10 minutes. Jojo, hey Jojo. I'm realizing that Miss Sonia, welcome in, welcome in. Realizing that something had to give, y'all. Something definitely had to give. So I just felt like I was coming on the lives exhausted and not really like my best self. And then also it affecting other areas of my life, of just my job performance as well, and then also to y'all, like having a coaching business, right? And actually coaching clients, which I have, right? And trying to show up for them as well. So you realizing, just as a mom and just as a, a woman, a business owner, you're stretching yourself so thin. In January, I was like, yeah, okay, not only am I stretched way too thin, y'all, but I'm not showing up as my best self. So I said, okay. The one thing that I will be very always, transparent and aware of what's working and what's not working. Fatigue is always a serious factor for sure, Nate. Like, listen, don't run yourself to the ground. I did, Beryl. Listen, I did. Okay. And I was like, ooh, like again, I wasn't showing up the way I wanted to for you guys. You know what I mean? Tired and exhausted. Burnout is real. It's so real. It's so real, you guys. It's so real. And again, we want to be everything to everybody. And again, trying to grow a business, trying to also work, during the day, and also to trying to, I'm a mom too as well, right? So also prioritizing all of that. Your girl just was burnt out. Okay. Then me trying to do the lives. One of the things that I realized is trying to do the lives every day, even though I was doing it at the same time, y'all. Every day back to back to back was like a no-go. Like I didn't have any time to catch my breath. I didn't have any time to really prepare. Anytime like my kids is like, oh, mommy, going on live again tonight, like, and I didn't have time to cook as much as I wanted to. So all of the things, I'm tired at work, y'all, and it's just like a triple effect. My job is working me to the bone. I can really relate to this topic. Yes, y'all. So it's just like, listen, I'm coming on here, you talking to you guys, about exhaustion and all, and it's like your girl's actually like feeling the burnout, right? Thank you so much, Faithful, for the heart me. So it was like I was feeling it, y'all. I'm now trying to maintain, still trying to come on here and show up. And it just was like, yeah, no. And I started to notice, like, number one, if I was a few minutes late to the live, I get that. But then showing up to the live at like 8:30, 8:45, when my live should have started at 8 o'clock, when people are like, my community is looking for me, I'm like, yeah, that's a no. And then I feel like I'm just like barely hanging on. And it's just like, and again, like I said, the home's affected, right? You know what I mean? So I was like, let me come on here. That's why I took the whole last week off. And I was like, okay, let me stop. Let me refocus. Thank you so much for the finger hearts. Let me stop, refocus, and let me come back. Let me come back to the drawing board, right? So a couple of things, realizing this, and I hope this resonates with some of you guys that are trying to build the business, that are trying. I fall asleep on my live, consistently shaking my head. Listen, I wish that I could fall asleep, but it's like, even though I'm not falling asleep on my lives, my job is affected, right? Or my job as a mom, right? I'm sitting up there trying to tell y'all, listen, make sure y'all don't eat out as much. And I'm doing the opposite, right? Because I ain't got time to cook. Because I'm sitting up here being on a live 4 days a week and also working during the day. And then by the time I get off of the live at 10 o'clock, I'm tired. I ain't cooking nothing. Okay. Like, what? I'm not cooking nothing. So now I got the flash goal, you guys. Of course. Let's see what the flash goal is. It is 8 heart me. 8 I love yous from, it's 10 people in the room. If each person can send I love you. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, y'all, your girl had to get it together. I said, oh, let me get it together. I can't be telling my community one thing and then doing another thing, right? Like I can't. No, that's like a hypocrite. So we don't, definitely sorry. I feel like this phone is keep falling down, but definitely. So burnout is real, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, burnout is real, and again, for all the live hosts, all the creators, I want you guys to be aware of it, because, and then I can also relate this to your money. Okay, say if you trying to save and you trying to pay off debt, you trying to do all the things at one time, right? You trying to stretch your money all of the different ways. It's not effective. It's not going to be effective. That's why it's so effective. And these are one of the things that I teach my clients is focus on one thing. What's the one thing you want to focus on? Do you want to pay off the debt? Do you want to build your emergency fund? Do you want to save? Like whatever it is, focusing on one thing. And it's the same thing for burnout, y'all. It's the same exact thing. We could take that same analogy and take it to burnout. So I'm like, okay, so I was just will say I did update the bio, y'all. So let me just go back to the live. Okay, your girl will be on here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Okay, 3 days. I'm going to add the Sunday back in. So Sunday will be for prayer if you need like prayer over your finances, or you just need prayer for certain things. But 3 days we going to add back in, y'all. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Budget, you already know on Mondays that we're going to talk about the budget. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heartbeat, friend. Thank you so much, Radiant Wellness. So definitely, we always going to talk about a budget on Mondays. Definitely, for sure. Wednesdays is always going to be something about saving. How can we save our money? And Fridays will be debt-free Fridays. That will not change. That was a schedule that worked for me, y'all, that I could maintain. And that's the one thing that I think that is so important for all of us live hosts, right? Doing a schedule that you can maintain. I can maintain the schedule. Doing lives every day is not something that I can maintain. I just can't. As a mom that has to cook, that has to do all of the things, that have to actually build a business on the side and produce content and all that stuff, I cannot maintain going live every day. So the updated bio, when people ask me, how often are you going to go live? Kim Love Jones, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I updated my bio, y'all, and that's what I'm sticking to. You can look for your girl at 8. Thank you so much for the heart, me, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all can look for me at 8 o'clock. My lives will start. What sign of burnout in budgeting? What are signs of burnout in budgeting? Oh, listen, radio. Well, listen. You are great question. What are signs of burnout and budgeting? When you want to avoid your numbers, that's one sign. Right? When you like, you know what? I don't even want to look at my numbers. Salty Nina, welcome in, welcome in. We don't want to look at your numbers. We don't want to track anything. You just like you just tired, decision fatigue, all of that. That's one of first sign. You don't want to look at your numbers. You don't want to look at the balance in your accounts because you just don't feel like dealing with it. These are clear signs of burnout when it comes down to budgeting, for sure. When you're not tracking where your money is coming in, when you just like, I refuse to track, because again, you already burnt out, maybe from your job, from your kids, whatever the case may be. And the last thing you want to do is look at a budget. The last blessings you need, hey, Salty Nina, welcome in, welcome in. The last thing you want to do is look at a budget or look at, and again, these are signs definitely of burnout when it comes down to budgeting. And for all the new people, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you guys for being here. We are talking about burnout tonight, y'all. Okay. So I was just talking about, burnout for me, which was definitely watch my live for 300. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good evening. Good evening. I was talking about burnout for me for sure. And then we definitely are going to talk about, why budgeting is so hard when you're tired, or basically when you're burnt out. And one of the questions was, how can you tell that you're burnt out in reference to your budgeting? And again, that would be, if you don't want to look at your numbers, if you're not tracking your expenses, if you're not looking at your balance, and you're just like, you don't want to make another decision when it comes down to your money. You don't want to make another decision, period. Okay. When you want to just throw it all together. Exactly. When you like, I don't care how much is in the account. I don't care what the balance is. I'm just going to spend whatever I want to spend, and whatever's going to get paid. Katie, oh, welcome, and thank you so much, you guys, for Kim Love Jones for the hanging lights. Thank you, friend. When you like, listen, I don't care about whatever it is. I don't care what bill is not going to get paid. This is when you really know, right? That you are burnt out. But that's why can't focus when you're in that burnout phase. So true. Not only can you not focus, but you're not going to make good financial decisions. You're just going to be like, you know what? I'll just deal with the decision later. I'm just going to deal with it later. And I'm just going to like think about it later. Avoidance is the indicator that I am burnt out. Yes, so true. So true. Avoidance for sure. Okay. Because if you're making thousands of decisions all day, right? You get decision fatigue. Katie, welcome in. I'll be back. I'm on the sound's not giving me too much sound. Oh, okay. Okay. Katie, welcome. Okay. You said I just want to make sure I turn my sound up. Okay. Um, but yes, when you have that decision fatigue, this is one of the things, you guys, that I always talk about. Thank you so much for the am I almost at my goal, you guys? The love you so much for all the new people that are in the room. I'm still working on, I think we got 7 out of 8 of our goals. Love you so much. If you guys didn't send it yet, it would be greatly appreciated. That is our flash goal. We have 15 people in the room. Welcome in, welcome in. Again, we are talking about what budgeting is hard when you're tired. When you're tired, one more flash goal. Yes, one more flash goal. When you're tired and it's all pin it. Maybe set a day, like a date night for your budget time. Absolutely. I think I did have it pinned. Okay, I'm gonna pin it again because I know it'll own. And matter of fact, you guys, I could send my own. Matter of fact, oh look, we got the goal. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. You know, TTB lagging a little bit. Oh, thank you so much for the effort. And that's another thing too, y'all. Let me just talk about that. Okay, wait. Let me just talk about to all the live hosts. And y'all know on here, y'all know about the leagues, okay? Let me just tell y'all about that. And I wanted to talk about it. Your girl had to let that go, okay? Because as y'all know, if you missing days on here, you're going to drop leagues. I was in C4 and then I'm at like D something. Okay. And again, for the days that's missing, that's another thing that I had to let go. Okay. Again, because here's what I know. Here's what I'm just going to say, right? I'm being honest. My league is not tied to the clients that I have or the people that sign up for my coaching package, or that it's not tied to that. It's the thing that TT wants you to chase. Okay. I had to really realize that. I said, whether I was in D League or whether I was in the C League, am I getting more clients being a C? Or am I getting, I'm not getting more clients being a C. So why I'm chasing it? That's another thing that I felt like, oh, I had to be on here because TT wants you to be on here and I'm gonna drop leagues and that. Rose, welcome in. Facts. You know what I mean? You guys, I had to realize that as a live host, as a business owner, am I getting more clients because I'm in the C League or I'm in the B League or I'm in the A? No, I'm not. Right? You're helping people. Exactly. It's been a minute, Rose. I know. Thank y'all so much for the friendship necklace. Y'all lighting up the gift gallery. Double twin dad. Welcome in. Rose, I know it's been a minute. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily harmony. That's why we're talking about a Rose. I'm talking about the burnout. Your girl was burnt out. And I had to say, oh, Lexmi, TT can make you broke. Listen, not only can make you broke, but it have you chasing things that's not realistic for you as a business owner, right? What do you do as a business owner? You want to get more clients, right? If TT made it financially worthwhile, then maybe. Exactly, but it doesn't. Because y'all already know, right, that TT is taking half of the profit anyway, right? But I had to really realize that, okay, not only am I showing up, but I feel like I'm forced to show up, that I can't be, when I'm off of here, I can't be actually, and this is one of the things that I've learned too, you guys, of being the moment with your family. Super fan E nurse, welcome in, but they don't but they don't. They want your coins. They want our coins and they want our time. E-Nurse, thank you so much. The double twin dad, thank you so much, friend. Not only that, they want our time, y'all. So it's like when you have family, when you have a friend, whatever the case may be, it's like you're not really in the moment with them because I'm on my phone. I'm trying to fit. Good evening. Thank you so much, E-Nurse, for Grab Your Daily Heart Me. I'm on my phone. I'm trying to figure out if I'm dropping the league. I'm trying to figure out all of this, all of that. And it's like, listen, you guys, life is too short. Life is too short. And listen, if you have time to spend time with your loved ones, to your family, your friends, be in the moment with them. This is something I'm telling myself, that even though I was, live and all that, like, I'm not in the moment with my kids, right? Like, they're all going through something different, all going through different stages of their life. And they're like, oh, mommy live, or asking me something and I'm barely there. Sometimes my son will have to stand in front of me like, Mom, did you hear what I said? Mom, did you? And I'm like, oh, wait, give me a second. Mom, mom, like stand in front, like, because I'm on the phone. And I realize the importance sometimes of just being present in the moment, being present in the moment. Sometimes one of the things I know, me personally, hey, Black Page, welcome in. One of the things that I realize, you guys, is again that I'm living in answered prayers. I ask God, Nika Grace, welcome in. Love this. You're taking back your time. I had to, y'all. I had to, absolutely. About my kids are watching us. Yes, listen, y'all. Like, one of the things that I had prayed to God about, like, listen, as people know me all the time, I used to work 7 p to 7 a at the hospital, right? I used to work doubles, triples, and made great money, but didn't have as much time with my kids as I wanted to. It's hard to budget out. I'm always broke on payday. We will definitely talk about it, Black Page. And then for God to bring me home, right? And for me to be in the moment with my kids, and then to have other external things still pulling me away. So God is like, girl, I done gave you what you prayed for, right? You didn't pray to have more time with the boys. You didn't pray for that. I gave you what you prayed for. And then now it's just like, okay, now something else is taking your thank you so much for being the title gifter, Nika Grace, for the hand heart. Now something else is taking your attendance, right? Like something else. And again, this app can do this for you. You know what I mean? Again, and I just realized, what is the importance? Thank you so much, friend. You know what I mean? Life is so short, you guys. It's not promised. I know even for me with my kids, the whole collective, welcome in. Listen, one of these days I'm going to be an empty nester sooner than later. Okay. So I want to enjoy the times with them. And we got to make it a priority to unplug from this. Yes. Like Auntie Maxine would say, reclaiming my time. Absolutely. Listen, y'all. And again, like I said, I was chasing the leagues. Oh, I need to be in C. This, that, and the third. But I have to realize, you know what? Again, I'm not getting more clients based off of being in C. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm getting more clients showing up and being consistent, right? And all of the things, the content and all of that thing, that's what helped me get clients, right? Not necessarily chasing these leagues. And I had to realize that. I'm like, okay, one of the things, and then learning to win. And again, like I said, you guys, what I'm not gonna say is act like it's so easy to do. It's hard. You really got to be intentional, right? To unplug, to actually, the whole collective, welcome back in. Thank you so much for your heart, me, to actually unplug. Now again, y'all, I'm guilty of it, to be on this live, to get off, to scroll, to say and third. But I realize that time with your kids, with your family, tomorrow is not promised. People's lives, again, is, you just don't never know when it's our time or day. And I don't want my kids to be like, Dag, Mom, you was on live half of the time where you wasn't really, you was there, but you wasn't really there. How many of you guys, know that to be true? Like, Mom, you was there, but you wasn't really there because you was on live half of the time, or you was, on your phone, this, that, and the third. I think it's so important to be present in the moment, to be present in the moment. And again, I had to realize that. So burnout definitely is real, you guys, for sure. And we all, thank God for his grace and his mercy. We all sinners saved by grace. Our time is precious. It is. It is, especially, especially for my kids. I have a 16-year-old. Before you know it, y'all, he gonna be graduating from high school. And my other two, you listen, they be having a other little girlfriends or whatever. So they ain't really worried about their mom, okay? At the end of the day, for real, for real. And then my 16-year-old, he's my youngest. And he still appreciates the time we have together, for sure. And I just don't want it to be remembered that welcome it. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Nika, for sharing out the loud. I just don't want it to be remembered so much of as you being on live or you not being present. And I say all that to say, just for all of us as live hosts, that don't let this app, tie you into maybe your worth as your business or maybe your revenue bringing in. I had to let all of that go, and realize that I want to show up for you guys. I want to, educate, on personal finances, but I want to show up as my best self. And that's something that, I'm not being prepared for or tired. And the same thing for my clients when I coach them and do all of that. I want to show up as my best self. So I had to realize that. So going back to my days, y'all. Okay, so it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I will add Sunday in there. Sunday will be more about like prayer and preparation for the week, which that always was a good amen. I refuse to be consumed by this. I'm doing 3 days a week. Listen, double twin that. Listen, I know. Thank you so much, you guys, for all the gifts. It's so easy to get consumed, y'all. It's so easy to do it. It's so easy. It's so easy to do it. You have to literally be intentional, just like you have to be about your money, okay? Just like you have to say, you know what? I am saving X, Y, and Z this year. I am getting out of debt. And you have to put some things in place in order for you to do that. So maybe it's sometimes you turning your phone on do not disturb and actually being in the moment with the kids, right? Maybe it's sometimes say, you know what, after a certain time, everything's going off and I'm not scrolling the app and I'm not, putting some boundaries in place. How are we tithing our time? Exactly. Exactly. So true. And again, I say this all the time, putting some systems in place. When budgeting is so hard and you're tired, the one thing is, I say the same thing all the time, put some systems in place when you are tired and exhausted. And a couple things that we will talk about tonight is, some simple things, right? When it comes down to, your budget, right? Like, so let's talk about the budget. When it comes down to your budget and you're tired and you like, you know what, I can't make another decision when it comes down to my money. Sometimes doing nothing is better, right? If you're like, you know what, I'm tired, I can't, then don't spend no money, right? Don't do it. Because if you can't really think logically about the decision that you're about to make when it comes down to maybe your credit card to spending, don't spend nothing. Okay. Don't spend it. Because again, you had that decision fatigue. Another thing too is a lot of people and a lot of my clients, actually, the tracking, right? I think sometimes, when we talk about tracking our expenses, which is so important, you guys. So make sure you track your expenses. So important. Let's talk about sometimes tracking your expenses. So here's one of the things that I want to say that's so important. And I think some people get it like twisted or maybe get it confused. I don't track all my expenses when it comes down to my budget. So when you have two separate accounts, right, y'all, you have a bill account and you have your spending account. The only account that you need to track, if you put some systems in place, right, with your bill account, the only account that you need to track is your spending. Now, there are so many apps out here that allow you just to literally, every time a transaction, you connect your bank to the app. I use Every Dollar, you guys. Again, that's one of the gurus. And his app is great. I also have a budget template that it will be available soon, that you can just track your expenses from your phone. We want to make it easy and convenient to just track your expenses, not what's coming out your bill account, only what you are spending. So that's gas, so that's hair, groceries, all of that. Can you share it with us? Yes, I will share it with you. So that's the only thing you want to track. Okay. And again, sometimes you may say, you know what? I can't, if you are swiping your debit card and you not tracking your expenses every day, that's okay. That's okay. If you're tracking it every other couple days, that's okay too. Listen, when it comes out to burnout, you don't want to add an extra, it is one that feel like a chore, right? So if you're like, you know what, I can't do it today. I can't, then give yourself grace in that area. Give yourself grace. Because for real, what is, I get this question asking me all the time, like, what is the point of tracking your expenses? Like, why do we have to do it? I feel like the point of tracking your expenses so you can be exposed to your relationship with money, right? So you may think that I spend $200 in fast food, but then you really spend $300, right? You may think that you spend, $100 on gas, but let's say you really spend $300. So tracking your expenses is going to show you that. And here's another thing that I say tracking your expenses is, when we track our expenses, we can understand what our margin is, right? So this is like the financial, I guess, like lingo or whatever. When it comes down to margin, I mean the extra money that you have left over. So after you pay all your bills, after you get your groceries and all that, what is the amount that you have left over? Tracking your expenses will show you that, because you again, you're just assuming all of this, right? Now, why is it important to know why is it important to know how much you have left over after you then spent all, the bills and everything? Because that amount, let's say it's $200 that you have after you tracked all your expenses and paid all your bills. Let's say it's $200. Let's say it's $300. Whatever that amount is going to tell us, do we need to put that 300 towards savings if you don't have an emergency fund? Do we need to put that 300 towards your debt so you could pay down some credit cards? That amount is so critical that we need to know that this is why tracking your expenses is so important. So let me make sure that we need to challenge ourselves by implementing some time out when we're going to stick to and not to deviate. Absolutely. But I also think accountability, Nate, is definitely a key point in that, because sometimes we can do so much by ourselves, but when you have that accountability, when you have somebody asking you, hey, did you track your expenses? Hey, did you do this? Did you do, like, that accountability to me is everything. Let me say, can you ask Mr. Chatter Chatter Girl Pizza Cell to provide a budget with certain parameters? Yeah, you can. You mean like ChatGPT? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Hey friend, hey Lex, hey friend. Welcome in, welcome in. This platform can be so addictive. It is, Nate. Yes, absolutely. And yes, you can so you need to ask ChatGPT if that's what you're saying, to create a budget with parameters. Yes, you can. But here's one of the things, y'all, that I feel like is also too. Now we live in this digital AI world, y'all. Y'all know everything's AI. You can ask ChatGPT, and yes, you can have all of things. But here's another thing that I do notice, right? Sometimes the information is not, that's what I mean. I know what I figured that's what you mean. Sometimes it's not that we don't know the information, y'all. Okay, because let me tell you about that. Sometimes it's not that we don't know the information, it's the implementation that we are missing. We all know how to budget, probably. We all know maybe how to track our expenses. We all may know all of this information, but why are we not implementing it? Like, we know what to do, right? We know but it's like we don't do it. That's the thing. Sometimes, listen, in this AI, you can Google, you can chat GPT anything you want to know, right? You can chat GPT all of that. But what you can't chat GPT is the implementation, the accountability. You just can't, because chat GPT ain't gonna text you and be like, girl, did you track your expenses today? Did you do what you said you was gonna do? Chat GPT ain't doing that. Chat GPT is going to whatever you put in there, right? You can set reminders and all that stuff, but accountability is what most people are missing. What most people are missing. You know why? Because we live in this, like, this social media world where it's like, I can do it by myself. I can do it by myself. But most of the time, it is not It's not the information, because I feel like majority of us have the information when it comes down to our budget, have the information on how to pay off our debt. We have all that information, you guys, but we do not implement it. We do not. Well, the budget will sit there. The tracking will sit there. It'll be like, you know what to do. You know how to pay off the debt. It will sit there. It will sit there. So it's not really about the information, but it's how can you be accountable? I mean, account. How can you have somebody that can hold you accountable? Right? That can call you and say, hey, that's why, the community and everything that, when we talk about the savings challenge and all of that, it's so important, because it's one thing to do it by yourself, but it's another thing to do it with somebody that understands your struggles, to understand what you're going through, and it's going to help you along the way. It's the same thing, you guys. Like, you have the personal trainer. Listen, I done hired so many personal trainers, you guys. Listen, okay? For people that don't know, I've lost like, I don't know, at this point, maybe like 120, I don't know, maybe like 120 pounds at this point. Okay. I lost 120 pounds. Your girl was a big joint. Okay. Y'all, if y'all don't know my fitness page, go on my fitness page and y'all go see. I can't blame myself for getting sidetracked, been having so much on my own plate. Exactly, Nate. So listen, friend, you need an accountability. Okay. Put accountability in the chat, y'all. If y'all like me, I really need some accountability. Congrats. Thank you so much, Double Twin Dad. I don't know if you ever seen my other page. But yeah, so I say all that to say I've hired so many trainers throughout my life, y'all. Listen, I've hired the trainers, all of that. And I am going to tell you, accountability. Okay. So everybody type accountability if you need accountability and you're really trying to do something different this year. But I say that to say that hiring all the scheduled times and setting on your calendar and your alarms. I schedule trash pickup with Alexa and the phone. Okay. Now, yes, to schedule the times. I agree. But I feel like scheduling put the appointments on here, that definitely can help, but it only will get you to certain, like to so far. Right? Because you could hit that alarm and be like, okay, I'm gonna track my expenses. I'm gonna do it. 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 And I was gonna say that prime example out of the trainers that I had in my life, y'all. I've had a boxer as a trainer. I've had so many trainers, right? There's one thing to sit up there and know that, okay, I'm supposed to do 45 minutes on the cardio because that's what my trainer told me to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. But there's another thing to actually show up to the session and they like, oh, did you do your 45 minutes on the treadmill? I'm like, no, I didn't. Oh, okay, so now you're gonna do it right now. Like that accountability, that's going to push you to the next level. And I will say, for me personally, after all the trainers that I have, I would have never reached the level that I have reached in my fitness journey without my trainer pushing me outside of my comfort zone. There were so many times that, and I have videos on there that my trainer used to make me lift these heavy weights, and I used to be like, I can't do it. I would be fussing him out, and he'd be like, Jenny, yes, you can. And he would push me out of my comfort zone. And I'm like, Dad, I really can do it, right? Like, oh man. And my body started to transform. And it was like, oh my God. But had I not had the accountability from him to push me to be able to say, like, to give me confidence to say, oh, I can do it, then I would have never reached the goal that I wanted to reach. It's the same thing when it comes down to your personal finances, right? If you are like, this year, you know what, 2026, I'm going to do something different. Having a financial coach, okay? Having somebody that's going to hold you accountable, but that will push you in a good way outside of your comfort zone when it comes down to your budget. Maybe you have been doing it a certain way this whole time, right? I had one of my clients that has been paying extra on her credit cards, like a little bit extra, right? Like $20 here, $20 here, a little bit extra in her budget. And I was like, let's tweak this a little bit, right? Instead of you paying extra, and what we did was we added it all up, right? And let's say that she was paying an extra, I don't know, $200 or whatever, a little bit for each and every bill. I said, listen, if you would have took that same $200 and you would have put it on this first smallest debt, that debt would have been done and you would have been on to the next. So sometimes we think in our mind that, again, doing it this one way, doing it another way, that we are still reaching the results that we think that we want to achieve, but we honestly are not, right? And sometimes you just need a different set of eyes looking at your finances, bringing you ideas that you didn't never even think about. Because again, we get into this rut or we get into this cycle of this is just how you've been doing it all this time, and you just really don't know any other way. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a financial coach, but I'm just saying it, period, you guys. Okay. If you really want to transform your finances in 2026, y'all want some accountability? Again, put accountability in the chat or send me a DM. I think I have three more. Not I think I got three more coaching spots available, y'all. That's it. Three. That's it, y'all. Three. That's it. Thank you. I will see you next live. Okay, friends. See you next live. Three more spots available. That's it. Okay. So if you really want to transform your finances, everyone needs genuine push. Absolutely. They really do. Everyone needs a genuine push, especially if you want to say, you know what, I really want to do something different this year. I really want to pay down my debt. I really want to get an emergency fund. I really want to get on a budget. I really want to do something different. If you really want to do something different, then you have to do something different, right? Even though it sounds cliche, it's like you really just have to do something different. And sometimes, again, we live in this whole like society of like, oh, we should be doing it by ourselves. We should be doing it by ourselves. And again, I just want to encourage you guys. Sorry, like my phone just keeps sliding down, y'all. I don't know. Thank you so much for the finger hearts, friend. Thank you so much. Again, that is what accountability is for, you guys. That's what it's for. But again, the biggest thing that I want to just say, you know, like when we talked about burnout is real. Okay. Burnout is real. Cheap, like, oh, TT, this app is so addictive. Burnout is real. And I realized the same thing when it comes down to your budget. Thank you so much for watching my live for 200 minutes. If you know, again, sometimes we have to step back, reevaluate some things. So you could do the same thing for your budget as well. Sometimes you may have to step back and reevaluate. Okay, like am I making the right financial decisions when it comes down to my budget? Are there some things that I could tweak? Are there some things, because again, if you're in that decision fatigue and you're in that space of you honestly are burnt out from the budget, you can't even think clearly, then again, don't do anything. Don't do anything, because we are not necessarily going to make the best financial decisions if you're tired, if you're burnt out, if you're exhausted. Bless me too. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily army. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. So a couple things too, you guys. I want to talk about like a simple budget system, right? These are the things that I want you to think about when it comes down to your budget. Three things, right? Category one is going to be your fixed expenses. Your fixed expenses, right? Just three categories. Your fixed expenses is going to be your rent, your car note. Stop it in. Thank you so much, friend. Your rent, your car note, your insurance, your phone bill. These are things that do not change every month, right? That goes into your bill account. Category two is your variable expenses, your groceries, your gas, eating out, things that change month to month. We want to make sure that we track that, you guys. Track it, and that needs to be going into a separate account. Your bill account and your spending account needs to be two solely separate accounts. Make sure you organize your money, okay? Organize your money. Two separate accounts, okay? Then category three, make it your goals. This could be your goal account, right? And this is your savings, your debt payoff, your emergency fund. You need another account for that. You need another account for that, okay? But we want to make it simple, and we don't want to make it complicated at all. Nicole, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hey, Nicole. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. And again, you guys, we want to create a realistic budget that you can stick to. And we ain't learned anything tonight about burnout, okay? Because, like, listen, like I said, you guys, having the live schedule that I have, I was just like, absolutely not. And your girl burnt out. Okay. So having a budget that actually works for your real life is so important because it's something that you are going to be able to sustain long term. Okay. When I create budgets for my clients, when we go over things, I say, listen, if eating out is part of your budget, then it's going to be part of your budget. If you say, you know what, I'm never going to eat out again, and that's unrealistic for you, then that's not going to be something that we want to create. We want to create a realistic budget for you, something that you can maintain for years to come, right? So if certain things are important to you, like ladies, maybe it's your hair and your nails and your lashes or whatever the case may be, put it in the budget. Okay. Men, maybe it's other things for you that you like, me, this is important to me, so I want to add this in the budget. That's fine, we can add it in the budget. But what I don't want you to do is be like, oh, I'm just going to deprive myself and I'm just going to take all of the things that are important to me out. That is not nothing that you can maintain. Okay. I like pee-wees. It's hard. You like pee, pew-wees? What? Pew-wees. Yes. So again, it's hard to budget. I know it's hard to budget, but we can. And again, we want to make sure that whatever is important to you, right? Like, I know my like brother, he likes, like, the cigars or whatever, right, y'all? And that's important to him. So I know if I'm doing his budget, he like, we need to incorporate that in there. And I get it. Okay. I'm so sorry for your fire alarms. No, I got it. Thank you so much, pleasantries, for your heart, me friend. I get it. No, I definitely get it. But there are certain things that are important to you. So, like, again, like my brother, he like the cigars and he like, you know what I mean? That's in his budget. You know what I mean? Because that is a part of what he likes to do when he unwinds and all of that. So for me to say, oh, we just going to take that out your budget is not realistic. It's not something that he can maintain. Just like for ladies, if it's, to make sure you get your hair, make sure you get your nails done, make sure your lashes is on point, all of that. Hey, Quantra, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. All of that is important. And I say all that to say to make sure that we are creating realistic budgets that is important to you. And everything that is important to one person may not be important to the next. Can't stay long without stopping in to support you. Budgeting, well, here with your PDF. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, friend. You downloaded my PDF. Oh, I love when people download my stuff. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much for all the gifts, friend. Thank you so much. Nice. Yes. So it is so important, you guys. Another thing that I will say, you guys, that's been a game changer for your girl. Okay. Imani, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. Listen, thank you so much for being getting the what is that? The hat and mustache. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, this is what I will say that's been a game changer for me. Okay. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, make sure you automate everything. If you don't got your bills on auto pay in 2026, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Listen, when we talked about why budgeting is so hard when you are tired, listen, putting things on auto pay will save you time, money, and energy. Thank you so much for the TikToks. Listen, if you guys do not have majority of your bills on auto pay, what are you doing? In 2026, why? That's my question to you. Why? Why don't you? We want to automate some of these things. It saves you so much money, time, energy, effort. All you have to figure out is like, you know what? When is it due? Making sure that you write down the fit nurse. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. All you have to do is figure out, okay, well, I know that this bill is coming out. Make sure you have the money in your account. Again, you guys, we want to make sure that the budgeting is going to be simple for you. When you tired and stressed out, when you don't work all day, when you don't feel like dealing with making another decision, you know that you need to have a certain amount in your account so that your bills can be paid. These are the systems that I talk about putting in place when you have that decision fatigue, when you are tired. Okay. So if you don't have your bills on auto pay, what are we doing and why? I am trying to tell you something that is going to save you time, money, and energy. If not, go put your bills on auto pay right now, y'all. Go put it on auto pay. I'm just saying, go put it on auto pay. Another thing, too, you guys, that is so important that you need to make sure that you're doing. If you have an issue with savings, if you struggle with saving money, automate your savings. Okay. Listen, if you work a typical 9 to 5, go to your job, fill out a direct deposit, send one amount to your bill account, send $20 to $25, however much, into your high yield savings account. Automate that savings, okay? So you can set it and forget it. Now, if you have any extra, maybe bonuses or all that, you want to put some extra into your savings account, then do that. But you want to automate your savings, you guys. Here's one of the things that I heard from one of the like a billionaire. He said that he had automated his investment accounts. Set it and forget it. That's one of the reasons. Now, again, he's making sure that it's going into different stocks. But once you automate this, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about it, okay? And savings is one of the things. Also, too, you guys, wait, I'm going to tell you, automate your debt payments, but automate the minimum payments for them. Because listen, if y'all like your girl, I did it like a few months ago. I was good on my bills, y'all, but I paid my credit card payment late. One day they tried to give your girl a $35 fee. I said, absolutely not. I called them. I said, please, bills on auto pay. I need that. You need you. Listen, Nate. Listen, yes. Hello, Justice. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I miss you, girlfriend. I miss you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Listen, okay. Automate your debt payments, but the minimum. So whatever the minimum on all your credit card payments, automated. I definitely have my credit card payments automated, and it's the minimum, right? Because again, we want to make sure that this process is going to be simple when you tired, when you exhausted, when you don't feel like thinking about another bill. You just got to worry about the money going in the account. Sorry, my phone's there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, friend, right? And again, this is going to help you when you burnt out with the budget. You don't feel like thinking about it. How can we automate certain things? So the savings is so important. Automate your savings. Get a high yield savings account, you guys. Making sure that it's 3.5% or higher when it comes down to the high yield savings. Let it work for you. Send $20 to $25, whatever you want to send. Send it every time. So as soon as you get paid, you don't even see it. Okay? You don't even see it. It's out of sight, out of mind when it comes down to it. Okay, there are certain things that we want to make our lives a little easier in 2026, and automating the bills is one of them. Okay, listen, okay, make sure you go do it. I have all my bills on auto pay, all of it except for the mortgage. Now we working on the mortgage, y'all, and the room mortgage is the highest bill. Okay, we are definitely working on it in 2026, but I am working on it where my mortgage is getting taken out of my accounts every 2 weeks, and when you do that as a homeowner, you end up paying less interest on the mortgage, and you knock off, Ronnie, welcome in, friend, welcome in, and you knock off 7 years of the mortgage. Hey, Ronnie, welcome in, welcome in. So if you have the option to pay your mortgage every 2 weeks, do it. I'm telling you, you will not, because again, you know how you get paid 3 times. I've been great, Ronnie. How are you? You know how you get paid 3 times in a year. So one of those extra payments will go to the mortgage, which will knock 7 years off of it. And it's going to save you some interest. Okay. So that's one of the things that I am personally working on. So if you are a homeowner, make sure you take some time and try to get the payments on like every 2 weeks, because you want to save some interest. You will thank me in the long run. Okay, thank me in the long run. Okay, so I hope that you guys was taking down some notes, you guys. Here's another thing that I wanted to also let you know. So the live schedule will change. It will go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You guys, I will be here on time. Rose, I know I was late last month, y'all, and your girl was showing up whenever she wanted to show up. And I was like, no, let me get better with that. I definitely am going to be showing up 8 o'clock p.m. So make sure you guys have your pen and paper. Also, to you guys, I am going to launch my school community, y'all. I'm so super excited about it. It will be launching by the end of February. I will tell the exact dates, y'all, but I'm telling you, the school community will be a community of like-minded people that we are trying to get our finances together, all of that. So in my school community, I will be doing much more. I will be doing more over there, definitely in the school community. So make sure you look out for that. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm so super excited to come. Gotta go live. Okay. Thank you so much, Nate, for being here. Thank you so much for all the gifts. I truly appreciate all of you guys for being here. I hope you learned something. And Nate, if you don't do anything, make sure you auto pay them bills. Make sure you auto pay your savings, automate the savings, automate the bills, and automate those debt payments the minimum. If you need help with it, let me know. But yes, you guys, for sure. Yes. Definitely. Yes, so the school community will be coming out soon, probably by the end of February, y'all. By the end of February, I will definitely have the school community, or probably, I'm trying to think, maybe I'll launch it March 1st, either the end of February or beginning of March. But definitely so super excited about the school community. I'm going to be doing workshops. I'm going to be doing so much more over there because TT is so limited. And I'm like, again, I want to pour so much more into my community, and I don't want to be limited by this app, y'all. Okay. And I want people to be able to reach me outside of here. If you have any questions, there are going to be so many different topics. We're going to be bringing in so much more collaboration with different creators and everything. So look out for the school community. If you guys are interested and you want first access to when the school community launches, put school in the chat so I can know. So I will email you. Put school in the chat to let me know. But I'm so super excited for you for the school, you guys. And again, it's going to be a space for us to talk about our personal finances, and it won't be like so much limited of things I can't say, the things I really want to talk about taxes. I really want to get into that. So there's so many things that I want to talk about, and I want to inform you guys about that. Again, this app is so limited. So make sure if you guys are interested in the school and you want access to it when it drops, put school in the chat. So super excited for that. So we got a lot of stuff coming in this year. I feel like this hiccup of the live schedule was a little bit in January, but we definitely gonna work out all of the kinks. School, okay, Ronnie, I will let you know, friend. I definitely will. Yes, but again, you guys, I just really wanted to come on here and really talk about why budgeting is so hard when you are tired. And again, it's so hard because we have that decision fatigue, y'all. Decision fatigue. When you are, again, you're just tired, when you can't make another decision, putting systems in place, putting things on auto pay is one of the things that is going to help you tremendously. It's going to help you tremendously. So that's a couple things that I wanted to say. I'm trying to think of what else. Also, too, if you guys know anybody that is looking for financial coaching, I have 3 spots available. Let me know. Send me, send me their information. If you guys know of anybody that is interested in financial coaching, let me know. I got 3 spots, y'all. 3 spots available. Okay, I'm so super excited. Again, about the school community, but again, also to to definitely still have some spots available for coaching. So if you're really trying to transform your finances in 2026, let me know. Send me a DM. Truly appreciate it. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about, you guys. But yeah, burnout is real, y'all. I definitely miss coming on live. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely miss coming on live. Talking to you guys. I'm like, man, I miss my community for sure. And I felt like, again, like I was showing up not the way I wanted to show up, for sure. I definitely was not showing up the way I wanted to. Where have you been? I know I have been away, Ronnie, away a little bit. I took a break. I took a much needed break because burnout is real, for sure. And yeah, I took a much needed break, but I'm back. Okay. And my live schedule changed a little bit. I was going live Monday through Thursday, the straight 4 days, and I'm gonna go back to what feels comfortable and what I can maintain. The days will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I will add in Sunday. So those days I will go live, and it will be in my bio. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, definitely for sure, I will be live at 8 p.m. Okay. So make sure you got your pen and paper. We definitely are going to be talking about it, the budgets, the savings, and the debt strategies. So we definitely are going to talk about it. So yeah, I've been away a little bit. I took all last week off, and I was like, okay, let me restructure. You know, let me take a step back so I can move a step forward. So yes, definitely for sure. Wild Sassy, welcome in, welcome in. But I mean, I definitely excited to be back though. Oh, I had a puzzle, you guys. I'm definitely excited to be back. I'm definitely excited to be back. Truly appreciate. Okay, that's good that you're back, and better hope you got a lot of rest. I did get a lot of rest, Ronnie. Because listen, because not only that, I work during the day, okay, and I have a business on the side where I actually coach clients. So it's a lot to go live 4 days a week and coach clients on the side and work. America, welcome back in, welcome back in. So it's a lot, okay? So one of the things that I had to realize is the capacity that I have, right? To show up for my community, to show up for my clients, and to show up for my job. Okay. Cause yeah. So realizing all of that, I definitely had to take a step back and say that I can't go live every day because it's just a little too much for me. But what I can do is maintain the live times that I am on here, right? So at least Monday we're gonna learn about something on our budget, right? And I'm trying to get some things together in reference to that. I want a whiteboard so I can like write out some things to teach y'all some things. So I'm getting the whiteboard that's coming soon. So make sure you look out for that, you guys. Saving, we're gonna talk about always how we can save our money, because in 2026 we need to save our coins as much as we can, y'all. Save our coins. And then debt-free Fridays, we want to celebrate all of the debt-free wins. Okay, how are you paying off your debt? What do you want to celebrate? What is your goals for 2026? How many credit cards you want to pay off? What are the things that's working? What is not working? All of the things, all of the debt strategies we'll talk about on a Friday, on our debt-free Friday. And Sundays, we're going to slow it down. Okay, not the lessons, not the debt-free, not teaching none of that. But I am a Christian financial coach, right? So let's incorporate God into it on Sundays, right? How can we slow down and prepare for our week? How can we invite God into our finances? That's what Sundays are for. How can we invite God into our finances? How can we sit at the foot and the feet of God, right? And say, you know what, God, I need to help you. I need help with this financial blessing. I am struggling in this area. I am praying for this financial blessing. I am asking that you move in a way in this area. So that's what Sundays will be about. If you have, things that you are concerned about, your finances, maybe you want that new, maybe you're asking God for that raise, maybe you're asking God for that breakthrough when it comes down to your finances. How can you be better stewards of what God has given you? Because sometimes we always think that, oh, we need to make more money for us to save our money. Oh, we need to make more money for us to have an emergency fund. But sometimes God is asking us to be good stewards of what He has already given us. So how can we treasure what what He has given us already, so then He can trust us with more, right? And paying tithes. Absolutely, Ronnie. Absolutely. Black Beauty, welcome in. Welcome in. Paying tithes is a very, very important part. A very, very important part. And that's one of the first things I do when I get paid is I give 10% to him, because I thank him for the giving me the ability to work, to be able to bring the revenue in, to give me strength. I remember there were times where I couldn't give as consistently, but paying tithes and being generous, sometimes, people that may not be believers, right? Or may not be as spiritual, they may not believe in giving tithes, but I do believe that you should be still exercising the muscle of generosity, right? So if you don't believe in giving tithes to a local church, maybe it's giving it to a charity that you like. Maybe it's, giving an extra tip to somebody. There are certain other ways for you to be generous, that is so important. And again, the three things that I think we all should be doing with our money is being generous. That's number one. Number two, saving it. And number three, spending it. It's okay to spend your money, you guys. It's okay to spend it. But let's be wise about how we spend it. Make sure that you're being generous. Make sure that you're giving away something to help someone else out. It's so important to exercise that muscle. It's so important to also save your money for a rainy day. Because listen, let me tell you, it's going to rain. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you that it might rain. It's going to rain. So in order for you to know that it is going to rain, we have to save our coins in 2026. So make sure you are saving your coins. And then also, there's a time where it is okay to spend it. Sometimes it's okay to spend your money. When you have been generous, when you have saved your money, when you have done all of the other things, it's okay to spend it. It is okay to spend it. So again, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I missed all of my community. Thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Each and every taps, the shares, the likes, all of that. Again, so many things that's coming out for you. Coming out again, the school community will be launching very soon, you guys. I'll be doing missed you too. Oh, Ronnie, missed me. I missed you too as well. Again, I was trying to maintain all of this, trying to maintain all of the, ups and downs of a business owner. It's not easy, and it's not for the weak or the faint of heart. I'll tell you that right now, y'all. It is not weak, but I am here, and I'm trying to incorporate some more things for you guys. So definitely look out for it. Look out for it. But again, I will be sticking to my live schedule, you guys. So I won't be on here until Wednesday, but be prepared because I will be on here Wednesday dropping the gems for you. We will talk about savings, okay? Savings, I go through the same, so I understand. Yes, so so you understand, friend. We will definitely be talking about savings on Wednesday, you guys, okay? Wednesdays, make sure you are here 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? These is my live time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. This is what I'm sticking to. This is what your girl can do. This was feel comfortable for me. If you need to reach me outside of the times that I am not live, you always can send me a message or join my school community when it's open. Join the school, okay? And you will have more access to me, okay? Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I appreciate your time, your effort, your shares, your likes, all of that. I am going to jump off. How long have I been on here? I said also to y'all, I'm going to be aware of my live times for sure and be on here and make sure I give you guys the information in a way though that it's concise, that you can learn some things, you can get some gems, but also to know that for my time as well. So I said the lives will be anywhere between a little over an hour to maybe an hour and a half for sure. But again, I said that I also am going to do more time on the school community. So if you guys are interested in the school, let me know. But again, I truly appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you for bearing with me through the ups and downs, through the inconsistent times. I said definitely want to be consistent for moving forward. Truly appreciate y'all. I know it's 7 people in the room. I am going to jump off, you guys. Again, if you have any questions for me, look out for some more content from me. Courtney, welcome in, friend. What Des, welcome in. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, y'all. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Debs. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the school community. It will be launching soon. So appreciate. Oh, and my website is finally. Listen, I've been working on the website for a minute, y'all, but the website is coming. It's coming together, y'all. It's coming together. So maybe I'll launch the website and the school community at the same time, or maybe around the same time. But I'm definitely going to be working on it. But definitely doing some things in the back end. But definitely working on all of the things. But I truly appreciate all of you guys for watching, for liking, for tapping it out, all of the things. Your girl will be on here 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp on Wednesday. Y'all know Wednesday I will be on here. Make sure you look out for me. If you have any questions, always send me a message. And I want you to remember, budget with faith and prosper with grace. I love you guys. Thank you so much for always supporting and coming to my lives. Truly appreciate it. Look out for all of the new things that are coming out soon. I hope that you have a great night, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great night.